Hey there, Huang. Here's your machine, the Breville Barista Express BES870. I'm going to do a latte on it just to show you how it works and confirm that it's fully functional. It's in very good condition. I would say 7 out of 10 condition. On the left and right hand side it's pretty clean. No scratches or dings that I can see. If anything, it's very little. On the front it's very clean as well. Some light scratches down here from the cups, getting in and out. That's how you get the scratches, which is going to happen anyway. And on the back it's actually good as well, so only a few dings, and that's about it. On the inside the machine is fully functional. I've just given it the servicing that it needs, ground alignment, back flush, pressure test, all that, and it seems to be very, very good condition. As you can see. I'll be making a latte, so that's going to use the steamer as well. I've added some beans and some water, and now the machine is fully warmed up. What I like to do before making my coffees is a blank shot, so what you just saw now, pressing the 2-cup button without any coffee, and also adding the cup underneath so that the cup is warmed up as well. So one step, I'm pressing the 2-cup button, but I'm warming up the machine, the handle and the cup, and I'm also cleaning any oils or dirt in the machine inside. So that's good. You can do this once or twice, up to you. If you wanted to heat up the cups as well, you can also use the hot water spout. The hot water spout is right here. You can use that to warm up cups, to make tea, to make long black coffees, if you wish, like Americanos. That's going to give you pure hot water, clean hot water from the boiler straight away, without going to the handle. Now that the cup is warmed up, I'm going to start grinding my coffee. So, take out the handle, dump the water, and you need a tissue to dry it up. It's important to keep the portafilter dry when you grind the coffee, so that the coffee comes down consistently. I have a scale here, so I can measure how much coffee I can how much coffee I'm grinding and putting into the machine. You don't really need a scale to use the machine, but it improves the quality and the consistency by a lot. So I recommend it. So I'm going to do a double shot, so that's grinding a double shot amount. I can do that in one step by putting it on double, but personally I like to keep it on single, because that means halfway I can check and press down on the coffee that's in here. For a double shot it's about 18 grams of coffee. So let's see. The grind size right now is number 4, which is quite fine for this bean I'm using. I'm using the Aldi brand. My first dose. Let's see. Whoops. That's about 9 grams, 9 and a bit. Maybe. Yeah. So keeping it on less will give you about 9.5 grams. So let's try that again. That's about 19.5 grams. So I'm happy with that. This machine takes about 18, 19 grams. If you feel like it's too much, you can always remove a little bit. Cool. Now onto the tamping. When you tamp for the second time, you want it to be an even, consistent tamp. So, pressing it down firmly. Trying to get all the coffee in. And at the end, twist and pull out, just like that. If you don't have a scale, a very easy way to know that you have the right amount of coffee is once you've pressed it down, the tamper goes as deep as this silver part on the on here. So about 1/2 centimeter, just like that. If it doesn't go as deep, that means you have too much coffee. If it goes very deep, then that means you have too little coffee in the handle. Clean the edges and put it in. Just around 6 o'clock. Sometimes you can go all the way to 5 o'clock, but I wouldn't push it too hard. Here's my mug. I like to add some sugar, so I'm going to do that. Alright. I'm going to also use the scale for measuring the coffee output, the liquid espresso. Cool. And I'm also going to show you how to program the buttons. So, this is a double shot, so I want about 35 to 40 grams of espresso into the cup. Because 18 times 2 is 36, so roughly 35 to 40. That's a good range. I personally know how to tell if it's 40 grams by eye, but the scale will confirm that, so that's why the scale is very important. It's about up to here. That's about 40 grams. Okay, so the way you program it is you press program, then you press the button that you want to program, and then the coffee will start coming out. And after that, when you're happy with the volume, you press it again to save. You also keep an eye on the gauge. You want it to be about 12 o'clock, and keep an eye on the coffee flow. You want it to be nice and smooth. Just like that. That's beautiful. You want it to be almost like warm honey. Smooth and creamy. I think that's about 40 grams. That's 35 grams. I'm very happy with that. If you think that's too little, you can always increase it. The machine can go for much longer and you can save that volume of coffee that you want. So it's a very nice coffee. Tastes very good as well. Right, so that's the espresso. Now let's do the milk. You want to get a milk jug that's made of metal so that you can feel for the temperature if you like to do lattes and cappuccinos. If you don't have one, you can use a glass or a ceramic cup, because glass and ceramic will conduct temperature. Anything that conducts temperature. I wouldn't recommend plastic because plastic does not let you know if the milk is hot or cold. Whereas with metal and glass and ceramic, you can feel it directly. And it's best with a a metal container. So give it a few seconds to warm up. When you turn it on, the technique that I'm going to use is that I'm going to put the milk wand at an angle and try to spin the milk around, keeping the tip close to the surface of the milk. So give it a few seconds for it to get stronger, and that's about full pressure. So turn it off really quickly and put it close to the surface, and then turn it on. There we go. You want to listen to that sound and make sure it's hissing. If it's screaming really loudly, then that means it's too deep. But if it's close to the surface and making this hissing noise, that means it's injecting air. I want to hold this position for about 20 seconds. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then when it's almost 20 seconds, I'm gonna raise the milk jug. And now it's only heating up the milk. It's not injecting any more air. Because if I inject air for too long, it'll become actually more of a cappuccino texture and not a latte. So, and then I'll stop the milk steamer when I can't touch the milk jug or the sides of the milk jug for too long. So half a second. So just there. That's about 60 degrees Celsius. And then before letting the machine cool down, purge the wand. Just like that. To clean the insides from any milk. The machine now will cool down and it will go back to coffee mode. Very importantly, before going away, get a wet towel and wipe the milk wand straight away. This is really important because if you don't do it straight away, the milk will stick there and it'll be very, very hard to remove later on. So from the back, from the bottom, all the way up to the top, just like that. Now this is a clean wand, ready to make another coffee. So that's a latte. Let me just pour the milk into the cup. When you're done with your milk, tap it down on the table to break any bubbles. And swirl it around to mix it up. And then pour. You can actually do latte art on this machine with a little bit of practice. Here's a latte. It's a little hot, but you can probably do much better if you do some practice. It's quite easy on this machine. That's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it's a little bit helpful at teaching you how to use your machine. Congratulations on the purchase. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Always happy to help you. And that's it for me for now. Cheers.